So someone asked me what a day in the life for me consisted of, or everything like that. I'm not going to necessarily show you guys, but I will tell you, okay? And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about working from home and everything like that. So this is going to be a different type of vlog. I've been eating peanuts. Y'all see that here? Y'all can hear I'm feeling a little bit better. A bitch took a whole box of them Alka-Seltzer Plus. Yes, ma'am, I got my $6 worth out of that, but I'm feeling better. A bitch is feeling better, okay? But pretty much what my day consists of, I wake up in the morning about 5 o'clock. Brush my teeth, wash my face, and all that good shit. I go and pick up this dude and him from work. I come back home. I do take my nephew to school. His school is literally right up the hill from me, so I take him to school. Then I come back and I'll fix me something to eat and everything like that. And then I'll come in here, which is like my little office situation. It's dark in here right now, but I'll come in here. I'll sit down on my couch. I do have a desk over there, but I don't necessarily use it. I like to sit on my couch. I have a couch in my office. Sit down here and I get on my computer and I pull up my database because it's light on. I pull up my database and I see if I have any emails or anything like that I need to respond to. I respond to those emails. Then I start responding to the emails. Then I look up the call database and see what I need to be reviewing and everything like that. And that's pretty much what my day consists of. I'll work a little bit, take a break, and that's pretty much what I'll do all day long. But I'm about to talk to you guys a little bit more in detail about that in a second. I am actually cooking me some baked chicken right now. So see y'all in a second. What's going on, family? I know it's dark as shit in here, but y'all just need to hear me. You don't necessarily need to see me, okay? I might, let me turn this light on right here. Maybe this gonna do me a little justice. Let's see. It might do me a little justice. There I am. Hey, y'all. How you doing? How you been? Anyway, I wanted to come. This is gonna be a different type of vlog situation. I normally do this on my second channel, but I figured, you know, why not come and do it here on my main channel for once. This will probably be the only video like this that you see on this particular channel where I am talking about this type of thing. Okay, as you guys know, I do have a second channel called Thrifting Thick Chick where I do my thrifting videos as well as plus size outfit of the days as well as work at home jobs. Okay, I do tons of work at home jobs and things like that over there. Hence why I am sitting here looking crazy with my bonnet on. I'm about to, you know, try to do a little something to my face. I'm just now getting over that cold, y'all. A bitch took almost a whole bottle. I mean, not bottle, a whole box of Alka-Seltzer Plus. That shit had to get up out of me, honey. I am sorry. I got my $6 worth when I tell you. My goddamn stomach trying to act like it want to do a little something. Matter of fact, let me not even speak on that because I don't need that motherfucker trying to prove a point around here. You know how you sit there and say, yeah, my stomach hurting like hell, but it's just hurting a little bit, and your stomach like, bitch, I ain't even hurting you like that. So you know what? Since you want to sit there and be lying on the motherfucker, I'm finna put your motherfucking ass in the ER, okay? So I ain't even finna sit there and tell no lie on my stomach. It ain't hurting that bad, okay? It's hurting just a little bit, but it ain't hurting me that bad. Okay, let me just go and put that up out of there because I don't need that motherfucker trying to prove a point over here. But anyway, like I said, I'm about to get myself together because I had a whole gang of work at home jobs that leads that I need to make, because I know a lot of times people don't necessarily have the time or they don't really know where to look to find work at home jobs and things like that. So I decided that, you know, because one of the very first videos that I made on this channel was talking to you guys about a job that I had that I said I was miserable at and all this type of stuff, and I said I was praying that I found another job, and I ended up landing a work at home job, and I've been doing that ever since, okay? And I still get questions and stuff on this channel, even though, you know, I do encourage you guys to go and follow me on that channel, because I have videos up regarding how I started working from home, why I started working from home, how to detect work at home job scams, as well as showing you guys, telling you guys about different places where you can go apply for jobs. I even share with you job leads and things like that. Granted, a lot of people ask me the question as to what I do specifically for a living. Now, what I can say is, okay, I have a couple of jobs that I do. When I tell you in the work at home world, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip. okay, in the work at home world. You never want to have just one job in the work at home world, because being a freelancer is kind of an at will type of thing. So because you're not an actual employee, you're working for yourself. You're able to make your own hours in certain cases. Okay, in certain cases you're able to make your own hours, and you're able to work when you want to, how long you want to, and things like that. Now there are exceptions to some of that type of stuff. Some of the jobs you do have a set schedule, like you might have an employer, or you might have a contractor or something like that who wants you to work, just say from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Then you might have some that tell you, okay, our hours are 8 to 5, but as long as you get your work done between 8 and 5, we don't really care if you work from 8 to 2 or 8 to 12, or if you work from 8 to 9. As long as you can get that shit done between 8 and 9 o'clock, we don't really give a damn. We're gonna tell you what you need to do as long as you get it done before 5 o'clock. That's your stilo. Or you have some who, they might give you a deadline that's for the end of the week. One job that I had a deadline for the end of the week. She would send me all the work that I needed to do on Monday, and a lot of times she'll tell me, okay, I need this back by Wednesday, or you don't have to get it back to me until Friday. So like I said, it all really all depends on the type of job that you have. I also had someone who asked me exactly how much I make. When I tell you a lot of work at home jobs, that's why like a lot of them that I share on my second channel, most of them, I can share with you how much the hourly pay is. But there are some of the jobs that really don't disclose the hourly pay unless you are invited to do an interview. And the reason for that is because you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, is because a lot of these companies, they have it to where you are doing things like this. Say for instance, you're doing transcription work. Sometimes you might be doing transcription work for a lawyer's office or a doctor's office and things like that. And when you're doing that transcription work, when you're transcribing things, you're listening to confidential information. So you have to sign non-disclosure agreements to where you can't speak anything of that company. You can tell somebody, okay, I work for such and such, but you can't tell them exactly what you do. You can't disclose any of the calls or the transcriptions that you listen to. You can't disclose to them how much you make or anything like that. What I can say is most of these companies that I do share with you guys, they are very, very well paying jobs. But like I said, I always tell people in the work at home job world, make sure that you have backup incomes, because like I said, a lot of this stuff is at will employers. Therefore, you might have an employer who they might only want to contract you out for 6 months. Then you might get some who want to have you long term, which means, as long as you're willing to stay with them, they're willing to keep you. So I always tell people to have multiple sources of income when it comes to working from home, okay? Always have multiple sources of income, because you never know when a contractor might feel like, okay, I'm tired of spending money, so they just end your contract or something. And they are at will to do that, because you are an independent contractor, and they're not you're not their employee, so they're at will. They can end your contract whenever they get ready. That's why I always say, make sure you have multiple streams of income. That's why I try to share as many work at home jobs as I can. So never get one work at home job and decide, okay, I'm going to quit my we call them brick and mortar jobs, which are jobs where you go outside of your house. Never quit your outside of the house job for one work at home job. Never do that, okay? What I will say, if you're going to work from home, you want to strictly work from home, make sure you have multiple sources of income to where you can feel a little bit secure in what you're doing, because you never know when a company may decide that they want to up and just, kick your motherfucking ass to the curb, and they are at will to do that, just so that you know. But like I said, I'm about to record a whole gang of work at home jobs. I just posted, I want to say 2 yesterday and the day before yesterday. I want to say, I'm not exactly sure, but I posted a couple on my channel. I don't really want to bombard that channel with work at home jobs, but that channel did start off as a work at home job channel. Now, what I will say is, if you are subscribed to the channel, you really don't want to see the work at home jobs, I will say this. All you have to do, if you see the title of the video, it always says work from home XXXXX. You really don't have to watch it. That's why I tell people, a lot of times people get upset because people post certain things on their channels. Most of the time people, well, ain't no most of the time, all the time. Well, I'm not going to say all the time. Most of the time people are going to post exactly what their video is about in the title. Okay, so you're going to know it's a work at home job in the title. If you don't see thrifting, or if you don't see haul, or if you don't see plus size outfit of the day, you know it's a work at home job, because it's going to say work from home. Okay, but I do encourage anybody who's interested in thrifting, working at home, or tips and tricks and things like that. Now, I do have people who send me specific questions asking me to help them get a job. Honest to God, look, let me tell you guys this. I love each and every one of you, okay? Individually, I do. Collectively, I love we family, okay? Let's do a group hug. Okay, get the fuck off me. Look, I love each and every one of you guys individually, but let me tell you this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot get you a job, okay? I don't have no screens that I can pull or anything like that. What I can say is, if I do the research and I'm finding you the job, the least you can do is do a little bit of research yourself and try to, you know, get yourself on. And this is another thing that I want to share with you guys. The reason why a lot of people don't necessarily succeed with, you know, landing work at home jobs is simply because, you know, a lot of people are, I'm just going to say it, a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people, I mean, literally, it only takes a couple of seconds to Google something. If I'm going to find a job for you and I'm going to let you know that it's 100% legitimate and all this type of stuff, the least you can do is Google it yourself a little bit and do a little bit more research for yourself. That's the reason why a lot of people really fail when it comes to working from home, because, you know, they really don't want to do any research at all. And let me tell you a little something about people that work from home. You can ask anybody who works from home. I guarantee you they're going to tell you the exact same thing. Anybody who works from home, they're going to help you, but only to a certain extent. Because at the end of the day, when it came to, you know, when it comes to other people who work from home, they'll tell you this. They had to do the research themselves. That's just like the job board that I told you guys about. Work at home. Workplacelikehome.com. I'll make sure I leave that link in the description box below. Workplacelikehome.com. You can go to workplacelikehome.com and they have thousands of people who are on that site who work. I'm going to say at least 2 or 3 of these jobs that I've posted help. You're going to find somebody on there who has done the job that I'm telling you guys about on my other channel. Whatever job I post, if you want to find something out about it, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 you can go to that site and there's going to be somebody on there who will respond to you that has either done that job or is currently doing that job. So when I tell you guys, make sure you do your own research. Nobody that works from home is going to like hold your hand 100% when it comes to working from home, because when I tell you, nobody held our hand. Like I said, I had looked for a work at home job for years before I landed one. I promise you, it is going to come when you least expect it. But I had to, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I had to go outside and I had to work. I had to do things like that. I didn't like it, but I had to. I had to go outside of the house and I had to go and find jobs outside of the house. But at the end of the day, when it was my time to find, you know, when it was my time to land one of these jobs, I got it. Because I was going through a whole lot at the job I was working at. I was stressed out. My goddamn hair was starting to fall out. A bitch was about to go complete ape shit on one of them goddamn folks up in there. So the Lord said, you know what, thick chick, I ain't gonna even put you through that. Okay? I ain't gonna put you through that. I'm gonna go on, put you on this little situation right here. I landed that job and here I am. Okay? It's not the same job that I was doing then, but when you start to gain connections, that particular job that I had got when I left the job I was just totally miserable at, I met this other girl who had this full-time job that was paying great money, and she told me, she said, you know what, just apply for it, you never know. She said, I think they're hiring more people. So I applied, and two days later the lady contacted me and I got hired. And I was, I mean, when I tell you, excellent change, excellent money. Yes ma'am, it was excellent money. But that contract is over with now. I've had several other jobs since then. I'm working 2 jobs now. That's why I always say, when you're working from home, make sure you have multiple sources of income, because, you know, these are at-will employers when it comes to independent contractors. And at the end of the year, it's not going to be like a normal job where, you know, they send you a W-2 or whatever. You're, like I said, you're an independent contractor, so you're going to have to do a 1099, but you can use, you know, you have a whole lot of itemized deductions that you can do. You use your desk, your computer. You have to buy tape, pencils, pens, calculators, staple machines, printers, all that type of stuff you can use as a tax deduction on your income taxes. Your light bill, you can use that as a tax deduction on your income taxes when you work from home, because you have to use lights to use your computer and, you know, use your printer and all that type of stuff. You can use all of that stuff. So just make sure that you do a little bit of research when it comes to work from home and everything like that, because I do still have people, like I said, on this channel that still ask me about working from home And I don't mind sharing work from home jobs. Like I said, I share a ton of them on my second channel. So I do encourage people that if you are interested in working from home, go and subscribe to that channel, because I do share a lot of work at home jobs over there, as well as thrifting videos, plus size outfit of the days, and things like that. Now, to answer the question as far as what I do, I can't necessarily disclose who I work for, but I can tell you that one of the particular jobs I think that everybody was asking me about when I said that I'm kind of like a spy, I listen to people's phone calls. I pretty much listen to phone calls for a bunch of different HVAC companies around the United States. Pretty much what HVAC is that's air conditioners, heaters, as well as plumbing companies. There are people who call in who want to schedule appointments, as well as people who are having issues with their gas lines and furnaces and different things like that, plumbing issues, and they call in to schedule appointments. I'm not the person that answers the phone and takes their phone calls, but I am the person who goes behind the people that do take the phone calls, and I listen to them, and I pretty much determine whether or not it was a service call, whether or not the person was had a complaint, or whether or not they're trying to schedule, whether or not they're trying to get a contract. So I'm pretty much, all I do is go in and I click buttons. That's really all that I do. I listen to the phone call and make sure that the person was properly handling the call the way that it needs to be handled. So I'm kind of like a quality control analyst. That's my official title, but you know how they give you these big fancy titles. It's just like my last job, they called me the transportation coordinator, but I didn't do shit but make out schedules. That's really all I did, make out van schedules for the residents stuff. They called me the transportation coordinator. You know, they had to give them, you know, them real prestigious sounding ass names. It's just like custodian worker. Nigga, you a damn janitor. Okay, ain't nothing wrong being a janitor, but bitch, just to call it what it is, you a janitor. Okay. But that's pretty much all about that. So I'm just sitting here chilling. I just got done working. I think I reviewed my last call for the morning. So like right now it is, what time is it? Let me move this shit out of the way. Like right now it is 12:20. I'll probably log back on about 2 o'clock, and I work till about 4, and I log back on about 4 and work until about 6, and I log back on about 8 and work till about 12. You know, I just work whenever I really get ready. I know I have to send the email out at 6 o'clock my time though for all of the calls prior to 6 o'clock, so that they can get the email and so they can determine how many service calls they have, how many this they have, how many complaints, all this type of stuff. So anyway, it's a whole lot of, it's complicated type of situation to explain, but the job is very, very easy. It's very laid back. As you can tell, I'm sitting here in my comfortable shirt watching, what the hell is this? I don't know. It's some kind of soap opera on the television. So I have a very, very laid back type of job, and I'm very, very blessed to have it. And like I said, if you guys want to be blessed, if you guys want to try to land you one of these work at home jobs, because like I always tell people, you know, you don't have to do, you don't have to work from home as your primary source of income. You can work from home as a, you know, a second job, or to earn some extra money or whatever like that, because, you know, they do have work at home jobs where you can just, you know, do it whenever you get time. Because I share one work at home job. It's called, as a matter of fact, I'll leave that link to the job that I'm talking about, where teenagers can do it, where you can review music and everything like that, and you can get paid. I think it's like maybe between 15 and 25 cents per review. And, you know, you can make a little bit of gas money, especially if you got like a 14 or 15-year-old who, you know, they begging for $10 a week, you know, to go to school and shit like that. You know, they can get on there, and when they get out of class, when they do the homework and review the music, and, you know, make between 10 and 15 and $20 a week, or however much, you know, it depends on how long they dedicate to it. They can make, you know, the most money or whatever. But, you know, I had one girl who commented on there. She said she had made like $16. It's not anything that's going to get you super rich, this particular job that I'm referring to now. This is just something, like I said, to make a little extra money if you're a teenager or something like that. This is just an example. You know, like I said, if you're just sitting home watching TV and you just want to review some music, you know, they pay, you know, 15, 20 cents per review if you have a teenager. Now, like I said, if anybody's interested in that, I will leave that link below. But make sure, if you have a teenager, a son, daughter, niece, nephew, or something like that who wants to do that, or if you want to do it yourself, they just have to be at least 13 years old or older, and they have to have a PayPal account. So, and you know, PayPal is 100% free to set up, but this particular company pays you through PayPal. They don't send you no check or anything like that, and you have to make at least $10 in order to cash out. It takes up to 5 days for them to review your reviews, because a lot of times you get people who will just sit there and type some random shit in the box. They'll be like, you know, fuck this shit, I don't give a damn, I really don't want to review this shit, and then they'll sit seeing, because they think in the computer is just, as long as they type something, they think, you know, it's a review. No, they actually have real people that make sure that you're typing real stuff into the box. So if you're not typing real stuff, you're not going to get paid for it. So that's why sometimes it could take up to 5 days, but I've gotten mine in a day, 2 days, and one time it did take 5 days. I guess, you know, especially like during the holiday season and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all I want to talk to about working at home and shit like that. I got quite a few messages in my inbox from people who are asking me about work at home jobs, because I guess people, you know, they saw my first video and they don't really watch my other videos. I guess they were just Googling work at home jobs, and that's one of the videos that they came across. So you probably think that I still talk about work at home jobs on this channel, but like I said, go and check out my other channel if you are interested in the work at home jobs. I will be posting quite a few videos as regarding work from home today, tomorrow, the next day. I just have to do a little bit more research, record the videos, post them, so you guys can get to applying and everything like that. Anyway, I was just sitting here on Twitter, y'all, after I got done working, and I didn't know why y'all ain't tell me Jill Scott done posted some news picture. Well, you know, the hacker situation. Let me tell y'all about these goddamn hackers. Okay, apparently they done hacked into some shit, and they done got a whole bunch of nude photos of a lot of these celebrities. Nude photos. Ooh, I'm shaking. What the hell? Apparently they got a bunch of nude photos of a lot of these celebrities, and they're posting them online and all this stuff, and they have one of Jill Scott, you know. And I gotta say this, Jill Scott looked beautiful. I mean, she looked hot. She looked amazing. She looked amazeballs. Now, she admitted to the one picture where she had on the robe and, you know, had a little crotch showing and shit like that, and all that type of stuff, showing a little thigh gap. She said it is her picture. But there's another one that she said wasn't her, and that one was of her completely nude. Now, she said it wasn't her, but it's the exact same. It's her. She just don't want to admit it. I don't know why, because she looked beautiful. And I guess she didn't want to admit it because the person in the picture they had on, you know how like when you have surgery on your arms to get the skin removed, and when you have surgery in your stomach and stuff, when you had liposuction, she had on one of those things. So I guess she didn't want people to think that she, you know, a lot of people had already been bashing her, saying, how you sick of these big breasts and everything like that, and your stomach's all flat. So everybody was accusing her of going and having the what's the name of it? The not gastric bypass, liposuction, and the tummy tuck and all that stuff, and saying that she didn't really lose the weight, you know, like she say she did. So I'm assuming that's probably the reason why she decided that she wanted to deny the second picture. But it's the exact same couch and everything like that. So it's her, but she looks good in both pictures. And there are a lot of other celebrities who their nude photos ended up getting hacked into, and they got leaked and all that type of stuff. It's just a big old gigantic ass mess. But like I said, she did admit to the first picture, but she said the other pictures weren't her. So yeah, we gonna leave that right there, Miss Jill Scott. Family, this was supposed to end as a positive video, but remember the charger? The charger that I spent $19 from Best Buy? Guess what? It doesn't work anymore. So I'm gonna have to get in my car, drive over there, and exchange it. Well, I'm not even going to exchange it. I just want my money back because I don't know what's going on. So I'm assuming now I'm just going to have to go ahead and bite the bullet and get me a charger from AT&T, you know, from the original manufacturer, because none of these other chargers seem to be compatible with my phone. But on a brighter note, since I want to end this on a brighter note, at least my battery's working right? Anyway, y'all make sure y'all thumbs up and subscribe and share these damn videos, share these damn vlogs, y'all, because this shit, a lot of people think that it's easy to record vlogs. Let me fuck that. I want to talk to y'all motherfuckers on today. Look, some people think it's easy to record vlogs, because a lot of times people are saying, a lot of times people say, you know, you just turn it on a camera and you're just talking to a camera. When I tell you, I promise you, vlogging is harder than you think. Try it for a week. Try it for 1 week, and I promise you, blogging is harder than you think. It's a lot more to it than just turning on the camera. But I love doing it, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. Just make sure that you share the videos so we can get some more family members around this biatch. You know what I'm saying? And so I can continue to share all this craziness and things like that. So if you are interested in working home jobs, to go ahead and end this shit, because I got a whole lot of other things that I need to be doing. If you are interested in working home jobs, go and subscribe to my second channel. The link is always in the description box below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Y'all see my treadmill over there? Yeah. Need to be getting on that bitch right about now.